Inside the octagon, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC.
So bad. He's got to find safety, find a way that you can recover.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, big right hand there from the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. He took some time off recently, got his knee fixed. And Bob Perez editing him at this stage of the fight. And sometimes when you miss, it can tax your gas tank even further. I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are, Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, and these fans love prelims, man. They're here from fight 1 through fight 13, and for us as broadcasters, it's always a treat to call fights with that type of energy behind you. The eye from that strike, that bears watching as this fight continues. Oh, that's a nice combination, and not just a two-piece either. Frantic pace early on to this one. Oh, he's got a good left hand.
He's got to try to get this fight to the ground.
2 minutes have ripped off the round 1 clock. Big left hook coming, it's blocked.
Keep your hands up for me now.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by the heavyweight Miocic. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Ooh, tagged him with the uppercut. Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Cardio Cain Velasquez. Ball left hook to the head, it's blocked. 15 seconds. Now a kick to the body. Stipe's face is a hot mess, man. That cut on his cheek is getting worse by the minute and worse with every strike landed by his opponent. All right, well, somehow, some way, he finds his way back to the stool, but the cut man better hustle. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that...
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Miocic is doing it.
He's hurt. He's wobbling.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Oh, great block there. Stipe's cut has really opened up now. That blood is flowing. Didn't necessarily wake up thinking. All right, so the ref has called a break to the action, and it likely means, yes, he will call in the doctor to look at that cut, which is just leaking all over the octagon right now.
A lot of blood, John, but this is a fight. I mean, guys bleed, girls bleed. It happens in a fight. These guys should be able to continue.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed. But, I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
So here he is, the former UFC Super Fight champion and likely future Hall of Famer, Dan Severn. His resume reads like a who's who of future mixed martial arts legends. And in terms of the... All right, so a little bit of a pedestrian start to this fight, about a minute in. Not much action on either side. Is that a feeling out process? What do you see?
John, you just woke me up. It's boring in here. Come on, get to work. Press the button. All those buttons. Bang on them and start creating some action.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensive. Head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
All right, so the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swollen from the strikes?
Swollen from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damaged. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling starting.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode.
Well, you know he's tough. All right, so the referee has called a halt to the action here, likely to have the doctor come in and look at the swelling around that eye. Not good, DC.
You cannot allow these fighters to dictate and determine whether or not they can go. When you have this type of swelling, you got to take a close look to see if the guy can compete.
The fighter trying to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands up, and he's got to keep his head off the center line.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on his shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance. And as a fighter, that's all you can ask for.
And you know fans don't like doctor stoppages, so they are thrilled.
They start booing. And sometimes guys' eye is hanging off the side of his head.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing it.
Oh, beautiful job to split the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on beat street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight. Holy smokes.
Well, we got to think some bonus money is coming the way of these two athletes at night's end, and remarkably, they've both been able to stay in the fight despite absorbing a shit ton of damage.
I mean, the amount of...
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tango tied. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight. Nice block.
So Lewis is able to protect the eye there with that block. So that is a nice adjustment that the fighter made there to raise the guard and prevent further damage on that cut. Well, that swelling is getting out of control. To that end, you see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You got to check on it. You got to make sure that this fighter is able to continue.
All right, well, the doctor appears to think he's still good to go. And you know what? If it's good enough for the doctor, it's good enough for me.
I'm all in.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited. This fight's going to continue.
Absolutely. And I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want...
And straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect. And that one landed perfectly.
So Lewis is an absolutely bloody mess right now. Dr. Corral's the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we move forward.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway. And it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happier.
That is as big a strike as he has landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done. He's been beat up. He got cut early in the fight.
All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Going to come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings here. That's the end of the fight. And again, when you talk about fighting in the future, you gotta have an athlete's health in mind. I know you hate to see it.
You know, you had an idea, right? The cut's in a bad spot. You knew there was a possibility. Unfortunate that it ends this way.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
So here's Cain Velasquez, first Mexican-American to win a major pro heavyweight title in MMA or boxing history. Prohibitive favorite here tonight. We'll see if the opponent can extend Velasquez into the latter rounds. Right hook to the head, blocked. Oh, shades of Leon Edwards. Headshot, bang. Well, when you absorb damage like this, you start to worry about a guy missing the rest of the year. At what point, if you're the referee, do you call in the ringside position?
Well, right now, I feel like a little bit ago, you could have called in the ringside position and no one would have cared, because you look at him and you see that he has been thoroughly beaten, and tonight is just...
Oh, what an offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Severn's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, well, good news is he rocked. All right, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside position.
And here comes the doctor. Doctor's going to take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
Yeah, that's going to do it. All right, fans don't like it, but he was rendered essentially a one-eyed fighter, and that is the end. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage.
Well, he looks upset at the doctor's decision, but in time, he will accept